What's up, everybody? Welcome to genreoff.com, youtube.com/genreoff. I'm your host, John Perez. Alongside with me today, I have from Capture Movement Films, Joe Martin Umel. What's up, Joe?
What's up? It's like I just seen you, man.
Yeah. It's a long time no see.
I know.
I mean, it has been a long time no see, but we were doing this. If you're here, we're doing a podcast right now. But if not, and if you're on the separate video, welcome to Genre Off, youtube.com/genreoff. Today, we're going to be talking about Batman vs. Superman, the review. And what we said is the first 5 minutes is going to be spoiler-free. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, which I don't know why, because it's 500 million, like somebody, pretty much everyone's seen it.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the movie yet, the first 5 minutes are going to be spoiler-free. And then after that, it's on, like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
All right, so Joe Martin, Batman versus Superman, Son of Krypton versus Bat of Gotham, night versus day. What'd you think of the movie?
My initial thought of the movie is kind of mixed, to be honest. I didn't love it.
Lots of people were mixed.
Yeah, I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I mean, I definitely do want to give it another shot. I do want to watch it.
You've seen it
again.
how many times? Once?
Just once.
Okay.
I know you've seen it three times.
No, I saw it twice. We didn't end up going last night. I wanted to go, but we ended up doing something else because we were just super tired.
Yeah.
But
I heard
I'm gonna see it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times.
That's
maybe.
fine. Yeah. I definitely understand why you want to watch it that many times. It's the scale of this movie is huge.
It's
like,
crazy.
You have 2 iconic characters going head to head.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one issue I had with the film.
Okay.
I guess we can get into that later.
We'll get into it later. Yeah, this is just
for the
spoiler-free.
side.
Spoiler-free.
But like I said, I didn't love it. I didn't hate it.
Yeah, you were kind of like
I was in the middle.
Right.
There was definitely its issues and definitely its positives.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck as Batman, I thought he was great as Batman.
Yeah.
Last year, actually 2 years ago when they announced
I remember
Ben
that.
Affleck
Holy crap.
as Batman, they're like, man, he's not going to be a good Batman. They were comparing him to Daredevil.
Yeah, there's like petitions being signed like to get rid of him.
And yeah, I'm just glad that Batflick proved everyone wrong, you know?
Yeah, no. It was all, for me, like going into it, I was like a little bit scared because like I wasn't going to see something. I didn't want to see anything about it, but then I ended up being suckered into the trailers.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday when it hit worldwide, or when the pre-screening started Tuesday, those reviews started coming in, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw those.
Yeah, like they were all positive, like super positive.
They were super positive in the beginning, and then it hit all the critics, and then it went down, which is kind of funny. Like, looking at this movie, like, first of all, I absolutely loved Batman vs. Superman. It was actually 10 times better the second time I watched it.
Okay.
Because I remember, okay, so pre-initial thoughts after I watched the first time, I was like, man, the pacing is super weird at the beginning. Like, it just kept jumping all over the place in the beginning. And then there's this moment that happens in Batman vs. Superman. And it's like, holy crap. All right, I'm in it. We're here. Like, finally, we're at this point where it's like.
What moment is this? If
would
it be a spoiler?
I mean, no, it wouldn't be a spoiler. It's basically like when Batman vs. Superman, like, you can tell they're just going to go at it. You know what I mean?
Like at the art gallery. Or there? Or
well, we'll get into that.
Okay,
but anyway, yeah, the pacing was weird at the beginning. Then, like, because the first half of the movie was so not confusing for me, but I can see why it was confusing for a lot of people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because, like, this is how I explain Batman vs. Superman to everybody. It's like, the beginning is so weird because, I mean, if you think about it, this is a new universe from Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
And they have to basically go from, if we're comparing it to Marvel, they basically have to go from Iron Man 1 to Avengers Age of Ultron in one movie. And, like, I think that's why the pacing was so crazy and so, like, jumping from viewpoint to viewpoint, perspective to perspective, you know what I mean? And going from, like, when you have all these iconic characters in one movie, some of the characters, unfortunately, have to kind of get the back end of the stick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
which was Superman, I thought.
Okay,
Because Superman barely got any screen time, to be honest.
Yeah.
We didn't really see much of Superman doing anything.
Yeah.
The only time he did something was when he saved. Oh, I can't really.
No,
but
yeah.
not yet. Yeah, we. Yeah, I mean, I guess my biggest.
You gotta go in the center. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because if you speak to the side, you'll have this weird echo.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
My biggest issue.
Yeah.
Was Superman in the film? Actually, the whole cast of like the Superman, of the Superman side. Yeah. Batman side was fine.
Yeah,
no.
Agreed.
As Alfred was great.
Oh, agreed.
Batman as Ben Affleck as Batman was great. What's up?
I mean, I thought Superman was fine, but he wasn't special. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He wasn't special. And I think part of that's the writing. And I think when it comes down to it, and this will probably be the last thing of the spoiler-free review. Okay. When it comes down to it, it all stems back to Zack Snyder. Yeah. And Zack Snyder, I do like him to an extent. I hated Watchmen. But
that's a different topic
I hated Watchmen. But Zack Snyder is not a Superman director. You know what I mean? He's a Batman director because he's darker, he's grittier, and Superman is this lovable guy. He's like the perfect boy. You know what I mean? And so for me, Zack Snyder, I thought just wasn't the perfect role.
I definitely agree.
To hit both stories at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Batman was fantastic in this movie. And I think that's why you look back at it. Zack Snyder, Watchmen does equal that kind of storyline is suited for him and Batman. Superman is not more of a Zack Snyder person.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if they were gonna make this film, I think they should have just called it Batman.
Yeah, I think that's why Batman was in front of Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Superman because I thought the parts that they did give him, and it wasn't that much.
Yeah,
I mean, he did have an entire movie. I think the biggest reason why they didn't give a lot of screen time to Superman in terms of the same amount they gave to Batman is because we did have that Man of Steel movie to set up his entire universe. So now Zack Snyder has to set up the other side of the universe, which is the other Justice League members, and you know what I mean. So
are we going into
spoiler? If you've been warned, if you're still here, you need to go because if you haven't watched the movie yet, we're gonna get into our spoiler territory. So
so
go ahead. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, bye. Go.
Going into this comparison of Marvel and DC.
Sure.
You were saying in the beginning how they were rushing everything.
I thought at first, and then I realized they had to set up this universe basically from Iron Man 1 to Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
And it just made sense to me the second time I watched it. I was like, okay,
definitely,
all right.
But I feel like that's what DC's struggling with.
Yeah,
they're really just playing catch up with Marvel because they really want to set up this Justice League movie.
I agree and I disagree to some extent.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think that even though Marvel is doing their own thing, and DC does see that, of course, the money that Marvel racks in. I understand that DC does want to compete on a level, but I also think that DC wants to be different. You know what I mean? They want to do their own thing. And that's why I think the Marvel versus DC, even though they're rivals in comic books, I don't think they're much of rivals in the movies because Marvel is just doing something completely different. You know what I mean? Than Batman vs Superman. Batman vs Superman wants to be a little more dark, a little more grittier. The Justice League does have a more serious tone to it.
It does compared to
Marvel, which does have
it's more family friendly.
It's more. It is more unless you watch Daredevil or Jessica Jones or something like that.
Yeah, that's another topic.
No, yeah, I love those, but I mean, but the Marvel Cinematic Universe is more of a family friendly. It's serious at times, but they're also very slapstick jokey. You know what I mean? Where Batman vs Superman, if people are going into it with the expectation that it's going to be fun, it's going to be super family friendly, it's going to have this serious plotline, but it's also going to have punchlines every 3 seconds, like some Marvel movies do.
No,
that's not the kind of movie Batman vs Superman wants to be. You know what I mean? They want to be more dark. And the reason why I love this is because I grew up watching Batman, living, breathing Batman, reading comic books, Justice League comic books. And to me, this was the perfect embodiment of just a comic book movie, straight from the comic books, and that's why I loved it so much, especially we've seen the death of Thomas and Martha Wayne so many times.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad that they didn't spend too much time. It was just I thought they didn't spend because you know, because they just did during the intro. It was like an intro thing, and then they, which is cool because it was actually the actors from The Walking Dead. I don't know if you realize that.
Cool. Maggie and
Negan. Negan's coming.
Future Negan.
Yeah, Negan, yeah. So.
I did notice it.
So,
yeah, I definitely agree with you, man.
Yeah,
like definitely don't disagree with you.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Whoa, I just blanked out.
No, it's cool.
Yeah. The movie is definitely very visually cool looking.
Oh, fantastic!
But it definitely lacks on story.
Okay.
Definitely when we're bringing back up the whole Martha thing.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, in the beginning, she dies. I understand why they put that in the film now because. They were actually building up to the point where. Superman and Batman become friends.
That was okay. So, like, what did you think about that? How it ties them to their mothers? How did you feel about that? Because for me, I love that, dude.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, oh shoot, you know what I mean? Like, holy crap, that's right. Like, boom, like their mothers do have the same name.
I thought it was cheesy, to be honest.
Okay, all right. I loved it so much.
It was cheesy and really, really rushed, to be honest. So we have, So we have Batman and Superman going right at it, and Batman is on top of Superman. And he's like, Superman is what did he say? He's like, save Martha. And
no, he says you're killing Martha.
You're killing Martha. Yeah. And then he's like, what or whatever. He's like, what did you say?
Yeah.
Why do you know Martha?
Or who is that? Where's that name from? Who's Martha? Like, yeah. I mean, for me, like, I thought that Superman could have just. I mean, I understand it's a movie. It is a movie, and you have to see past things. Like, they want you to see just see past it, get to that point. The Superman could have just been in the beginning. Hey, Lex Luthor has my mom. I need to save her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but they're not going to do that.
Because it's Batman versus Superman.
They have like, and then if you look at like the entire movie as a whole, like the entire time, Batman just has his rage to beat Superman. So he wasn't even like. His mind was in a different level when they met up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he just wanted to he just wanted to get rid of Superman. Like, I don't care how. Like, I thought it was cool how he fought. By the way, that fight was awesome. The action scenes were so awesome.
Yeah, action scene when Batman goes to save Martha. Like the when he's in the room, he appears on the ground. Wait, he comes up on the ground.
He blows the hole in the ground. They fall down. He comes up, and then. Yeah,
that is the Batman I want to see.
Oh yeah,
when we're comparing it to the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I do like Christian Bale.
Okay.
As Batman.
I
would definitely had wanted to see him, but yeah, we are getting a definitely grittier Batman.
It's cool. I love the Dark Knight too, but I think it's just different. It's a completely different universe. You know, that Dark Knight universe that Christopher Nolan created was in a real world application. Like, there are no like superhuman bad guys. You know what I mean? This world is a very comic book world. Whoa, there's aliens. Whoa, there's like there's people here that have been living here for hundreds of years. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And if we're comparing, we have to compare, you know, Batfleck to Christian Bale's Batman. I loved Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And I thought that looking back, I think that Christian Bale, his Batman, was okay. And at times, you know, looking back on like the comic books, comparing it to Dark Knight, at times I thought Bale's Batman was not believable.
Ooh.
At times.
Yeah.
But I thought that freaking Ben Affleck, right? Yeah. I thought his Thomas Wayne was good, but I thought his Batman was superb, fantastic.
I definitely agree.
But you know, totally different world, which is crazy, you know. And I thought, well, my biggest thing with Batman vs Superman, I hated myself for this, but going back like to like months and months before the movie came out, and the first that first trailer came out, not the first trailer, the second trailer.
Dude,
that gave way too much, man. I remember I was like, I'm not watching it. Okay, I gotta watch it. I wish I never watched it. Yeah,
entire movie.
It did.
First act, second act, third act. The reveal of Wonder Woman in her costume.
I know.
I mean, dude,
it was still an awesome moment. But
it was a very awesome moment. But if they left that out of the trailer and they showed,
just Gal Gadot in her regular her dress. Yeah.
That would have been fine. They should have saved that moment for the movie itself. I mean, Well, I mean, it was fun when she appeared in the movie. I was like, "Whoa, it's still pretty sweet."
It's still pretty cool, but it takes away from the magic of that moment. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The second
also,
thing,
Doomsday.
yes, yep. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, sorry.
Can you imagine not watching that movie and not knowing Doomsday is in that movie?
Yeah.
And then Doomsday comes out, and knowing you're like, holy crap! But then we watch the trailer and we're like, Doomsday is this movie? Like,
Yep.
There's really no surprise left other than the fight.
And the very ending. I don't know. Well, I know we said this is a spoiler.
Okay.
I don't want to say the very ending, but
No,
the
it's
death of someone.
Yes, the death of Superman.
Okay.
Yeah. If they're here, they watch the movie,
okay.
and you're here to see our review.
That.
Yeah, I mean, that was nuts. That was crazy. Like,
I was definitely not expecting it.
I was not at all.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like it.
Okay.
I didn't like it. It was
Okay.
really rushed. I feel like we needed one more Superman movie before that happened. But
Sure.
I'm pretty sure he's not dead.
No. He's not.
Yeah,
He's
definitely
not.
not dead.
I mean, I've said this for like a week now. It's like they're setting up that Justice League universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think Zack Snyder wants Superman to be the person who unites all of them.
So, yeah.
He wants Batman to unite all of them. And then I think what's going to happen is that in the next movie, in Justice League Part 1, I think that at the end of Justice League Part 1 is when Superman's going to return. I don't think he's going to be at all in the entire movie except for the end, where I think where the Justice League is going to be some sort of trouble, like, you know, they're going to fight Darkseid or something like that. You know Darkseid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, they released a new clip.
Oh, they did. Yes. Yeah.
Lex Luthor talking to some sort of being.
And then when they had the quote unquote vision of the future,
Mm-hmm.
there was the Omega symbol, which is Darkseid's symbol.
Yes. Yeah.
In like the ground,
The
when
desert?
in the desert where you know outside of Metropolis or probably Metropolis if I'm correct. But
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
I'm excited, dude. I'm so
definitely
excited.
Going to a negative though.
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
Okay.
I was just watching a performance from like Social Network.
Yes.
His character from Social Network is pretty much Lex
That's so
Luthor in
funny.
the film.
That's so funny.
When you're watching these type of movies, you want to feel scared of the villain. I mean, he's supposed to be the main villain. He wasn't scary at all.
No.
He wasn't threatening at all.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there was no.
Yeah.
They didn't really build up his character.
Yeah,
much
I mean,
either.
one of the caveats of that movie is just, again, some of these characters just have to get the back end of the foot because there's so many characters you have to develop. You know what I mean? There's only so many, and of course the two main characters have to be developed, especially Batman.
Right.
And then these other characters kind of get the side of the boot in terms of character development. And I think Lex Luthor, I thought he was just okay young Lex Luthor, because I think at this point in his life, in Lex Luthor's life, he's still very young.
Yeah.
And then we don't, and like looking back in the comics and the TV show and the cartoon movies, Lex Luthor that we see now is a more cunning, more agile, Lex Luthor than this kind of young Lex Luthor, who's a little bit sloppy at times,
Very sloppy.
and a little bit psychotic at times, which I thought is not Lex Luthor at all. Lex Luthor that we know is very cunning, smart, like very precision.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
What did you think about the scene when he fed the guy a Jolly Rancher?
Oh my gosh, I thought it was like, it was weird, but I think that Lex Luthor is starting to show, like, again, he's a young Lex Luthor, so I think he did that to show off. You know what I mean? That I freaking own you. Eat this. You know what I mean? So
I guess, yeah.
So I mean,
Okay.
I thought
I see that.
I like, especially like you can see it like when he makes Superman bend the knee, like when he had those pictures and he was throwing him down.
Yeah.
And he like put his hand like almost to his face. He's like, I freaking own you. You know what I mean? Like that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's the Lex Luthor that we know. Like you could see that in this movie, and that's why I'm kind of excited going forward to see what Lex Luthor's character is going to be like, because again, this was a very young Lex Luthor. You know what I mean? Very like kind of teenagey at times. You know what I mean? Like very immature at times. And then the Lex Luthor that we see now in the comic books and in the TV show and in the cartoon movies, especially, I don't know if you watch like the cartoon films like of Batman.
not.
Oh, so good. You gotta watch those. Those are really good.
Okay.
But we see this more mature Lex Luthor. You know what I mean? And I hope that that's where that's going. I didn't like Lex Luthor in this movie because of the It almost felt like he was the Riddler at times. You know what I mean?
Do you think we're gonna get more of him in?
I think we
future
will.
Films?
Oh yeah, I think we
Do
will.
you think we'll see him in Justice League?
Yeah, we definitely will.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think with that shaved head, I think that's what will turn him like, you know what I mean? It was almost like him going to jail, him getting caught was that hopefully beginning of the transformation of him being like, okay, I have to be really smart about this. You know what I mean?
And then my last positive is Wonder Woman.
Oh.
I don't know. Do you love Wonder Woman?
Dude, she was fantastic in this film.
I love Wonder Woman. Doubted Gal Gadot.
Yeah, they were like, she's too skinny. Like Wonder Woman's usually this strong brute, you know, and she put on weight for that movie. By the way, I don't know if you look at the pictures. Like,
I noticed it.
She definitely put on weight for that movie. I thought she was fantastic. What did you think of Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I thought she was great. I didn't have my expectations high up. But I mean, she did really well.
Yeah.
For the little screen time she had on film. So
let's go into the Justice League. What did you think of the little cameos of each Justice League? Like how they revealed like the other members of the Justice League. Like, did you like that or did you want more?
Lazy storytelling.
Okay.
They rushed it, man. They could have thought of a different way to introduce the characters, but they went the route. I found files.
Security fees. Yeah,
it was cool.
It's cool.
I mean, I thought
Aquaman was so weird. He was just like why did they like make him go slow? You know what I mean? Like what I would have done is like I would have just like they would have scanned in like real slow, and then all of a sudden like you see the eyes.
Yep.
And you just see a destroyed camera right away, and then you just see.
Yeah,
because we know who the frick Aquaman is. You don't need to show him. You know what I mean?
I think that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah, they just want to show him
his face for a little bit.
Exactly. It is Jason Momoa, which is cool.
But
good casting.
I honestly like the Flash out of the 3 that they showed.
Do you watch the show?
I do watch the show.
I love the show so much.
And the casting for Ezra Miller, I thought it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Yeah. I am a little sad that. I think this is where Marvel does have the leg up, where everything they make is connected. Everything is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Where DC is like, we have these 2 shows or 3 shows now, and then we have our Cinematic Universe. You know what I mean? Totally different universe, which I'm a little sad about, man, because I think Grant Gustin is an awesome Flash. I think
Norfolk represent.
Yeah, Stephen Amell, awesome Arrow,
dude. So if they were to combine those 2 characters into the movie, that'd be awesome.
But I think it's cool. They got to build this universe, so it's really cool. So
Cyborg. I'm excited for Cyborg. To be honest, not everyone's that excited about Cyborg, but going into the movie, I mean, I didn't know he was going to be in the movie.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. So it's kind of exciting.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Green Lantern. I was hoping he would make a cameo, but he didn't.
He's not in the Justice League yet.
He's not.
Not parts 1 or 2.
Yeah. Oh, he's not at all?
Nope, because in 2022 or whatever, I can't remember what year it is, but Green Lantern Corps is coming out, and it'll probably be in like the next one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's my thought on the Justice League.
Yeah,
man.
cool. Any final thoughts? So was it John or was it off for you? It was right in the middle, right?
Yeah, it's right in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm going more towards John now.
I think
you convinced me.
I definitely think you should watch it again.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I don't know why, but watching it the second time, even though I knew what was going to happen, it was a little more emotional for me.
Did you watch it on IMAX?
First time I watched it on IMAX. Second time I watched it in regular 3D. I think.
So which one do you prefer?
IMAX. You gotta watch IMAX.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely watch it
for
IMAX.
the second time. Yeah.
Where'd you watch it?
I'll definitely watch it. Regular.
Okay.
It was regular.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't need to be 3D, but final thoughts. Like, I think you have to go into this movie not as a critic. You know what I mean?
I had to.
I know, and we all do, and we all kind of get captured. We all kind of get trapped into that of going into movies as critics.
Yeah.
But I think if we go into that movie, like understanding what that movie is, especially watching it the second time, understanding what this movie is trying to do, I think we'll enjoy it much better than like what I've been saying like for a week now is like this movie is for the fans. You know what I mean? Like fan support for this movie, they loved it. Huge. All the fans fans of comic books, they love this movie. It's all the critics who actually like hate this movie. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I liked it. I thought it was totally John, but you know, watch it.
I'm in the middle, going towards John.
Yeah, it's good. But, I'm excited. Let me know how you feel about the movie the second time you watch it. I'd like to know.
I definitely didn't think it was boring at all. It was definitely entertaining all throughout
the part. Okay, I'll tell you the part that kind of like the huge 3 biggest surprises were 1, Death of Superman, which I thought was crazy. Number 2, when this Capitol exploded after she turned the drink and she was like, oh shoot, boom.
Grandma's peach tea.
Yeah. I like that. I thought it was cool. And then I think the third thing was the Martha thing, like how it brought them together with the Martha thing. So okay, those were the three kind of huge surprise like in the movie where I was like, oh shoot, this is crazy. But
yeah, I agree. Yeah, those are the three biggest.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about Batman vs Superman in the comments below. If you liked it or if you didn't like it, if you thought it was John or if you thought it was off. Thank you guys for watching. For more on Batman vs Superman, visit youtube.com/JohnOrOff. We're out. Peace.